All right. Hello, everybody. That's not the way I start my videos. Welcome, everybody, to the Gaming Corner. My name is Matt, and my area over here is still a mess. But that's beside the point. Today, we are going to be talking about the game pickups and stuff that I did from Respawn Retro Gaming. Now, I have decided to try to get up there maybe on a more of a weekly basis if I can pick up some games here and there. But when I do, I'm going to showcase what games I picked up. I'm also going to start trying to, on a more of a daily basis, just to, I want to try helping Tony in his store because he's close. He's a great guy. His wife is great. I mean, they got two different stores. They got their Fond du Lac store and they got their West Bend store. And I really want to try helping Tony get some more people to come in, maybe get some more trades, stuff like that. And like I said, I want to support his stores because he's a local store. He's a family-owned business. He's not large. He's not like a GameStop or anything. And I really think it's great for us as gamers and community members and all that to try and support your local shops. Whether it be gaming, whether it be donuts, bakery, stuff like that. Trying to support them because they're trying to make a living just like the rest of us. And if you can help them over a big chain store that like GameStop, I'm not overly happy with GameStop still. I'd rather do that. So that is part of this pitch right there is please try to support your local stores if you can. It's a great thing to do. All right, now that I rambled on enough and that, so one of the other things I'm going to start doing is when Tony shows off on his Facebook page the new trades that he's got coming in, that he's getting ready to release, I'm going to try doing videos on those, and I'm going to try to do them the same day he does them, or it might be the day after. It all depends on when they come out and my work schedule. But all right, let's start off this video. These were my pickups from Respawn Retro Gaming in Fond du Lac. All right, we are going to start off with the non-game pickups first. You can kind of see a little bit of it sitting over here. Now, I'm going to show a little video clip up here of two 32X games. One's going to be Afterburner that's sitting here, and the other one is going to be Space Harrier 32X. Look at how bad these colors are blowing out. This is what I'm trying to figure out. So when I went up to Tony's store, I knew he had these here. He had the old school AV cables, but I picked up an extra set of these because I do have a Model 2 Genesis that I have on that back TV, and the Genesis I have sitting out over here where you can kind of see it a little bit even though it's kind of dark. This is the OG Model 1, the original, the first one that came out. Has a 32X on it. 32X needs the Model 2 Genesis cables to run back. Now, I don't like the fact that I'm going to be using AV over what I have, but I need to check the color problem. So that's a video that will come up later because I've been testing out some other stuff first. But this might be the way I have to go. Next thing that I picked up. So this is one of my other Xbox 360 controllers that I have to still fix. As you can see, the thumb pads are chewed to hell. I got new thumb pads coming in. I didn't remember if Tony sold the thumbsticks at his store, so I did buy them from a guy off of eBay. I'm getting 10 of them. I got to replace this one, and one of my other ones, don't use Xbox One thumbsticks on a 360 controller. They do work, but they're not meant for it. They stick when you click down on them. But so I got those coming. But I also needed the battery holder. And I knew Tony had these. I picked up a battery holder for it. So once the thumbsticks come in and I get that repaired, I can actually test it out and make sure it works properly. Gotta have one of these. All right, the next thing I picked up, which you can probably see still sitting right over here, you can probably already guess what it is. It is for the 360. It's for the fat original Model 360, the one that I have sitting over down here. You can see the light on it down here. That is the 2 gigabyte or 4, whatever it was, the S model, the slim one they did. But I wanted another one of these. Another Xbox hard drive. There's a 60 gig one. There's a reason behind this. That will come up in another video too on why I bought this, because I'm going to be testing out something with my other Xbox that I have hooked up to my big screen TV right now. Just because there's something I need to test and I need to see if it works, and these things aren't expensive. And this will have no profiles on it, no nothing. That's, you can kind of guess where my testing is going to go in a minute here. All right, so the next thing that I got from Tony. Now, he asked me if I was into Pokemon. I'm really not, but I have a son that is. I haven't opened this yet because I want my son to open it. I'm thinking he's going to get a kick out of it. Now, granted, he is 20. But then again, when you see these games I bought, I'm 50, and wait until you see one of the games I picked up. But he gave me this little Pokemon ball. I actually think the ball itself is really neat. But in the inside of it, if you can hear it, there's supposed to be like a little toy in here. There's supposed to be like some stickers or something in here. Yeah. So I'm giving this over to my son, who is a Pokemon fan. This I'm going to give it to him. If he likes what's in here, I'm probably going to pick up a few of these here and there for him. Like I said, Tony gave me that one. I don't even know how much it even cost. He just asked if I was into it. I said, not really. But his son is. And he's like, here, give this to your son. I'm like, I will do that. But this is something I forgot to show. Tony's wife at this West Bend store had this thing sitting there. And I was planning on just buying it because I'm a huge fan of this game series. My guess is Tony probably didn't think it was really ever going to sell. It is a weird thing to have. I wanted it because I'm a fan of the series. And it is. I might have showed this off. I don't know. It's a Virtual Fighter 3 pencil case. This is a pencil case. I did not need a pencil case, but it's Virtual Fighter 3, so of course I wanted it. Virtual Fighter is one of my favorite games. He's upside down. Let's flip him over. This is one of my favorite game series. I love Virtual Fighter. I'm hoping to God Sega releases Virtual Fighter 6 at some point in time, but I love this series. So yeah, I wanted this because I like the series. I gotta figure out how to put this up on one of the shelves. I forgot about it. So, all right, I love the ramble. All right, so here we go now. It is game time. The first one. This is a game that I have been seeing every now and then, but I've only seen the Xbox version of it. I'm still gonna get that version. I am a huge fan of the Looney Tunes series. I love Looney Tunes. I got a bunch of the games that were on the Genesis and that, and I've been looking at this one and I've been wanting it for a while. So yeah, he had this one. I need to find the Xbox One next. All right, we're going to move over to Xbox 360 games. These are two games that I didn't really need. I still have to make a video up on the digital age coming up. That's coming up really fast for the consoles now. This first game, I could have swore I still had the original disc of this game. I must have sold it off when I bought the digital version of the game and had to get the disc back. Tony had it sitting there. It is one of my favorite RPG franchises of all time. This is the first one out of 3 games that showed up on console. And it is The Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings. This is the enhanced edition. I have this game on, I think I have it on Steam, GOG, Xbox. I have it here too. If I remember correctly, this is still an Xbox 360 exclusive. My opinion, this game is well worth it. I would have paid even a higher price than that for this one because I love The Witcher. But this is one that I had to have. This one, I'm going to show, is complete. It has both CDs and it has the manual. The next game, this is one that I just, not too long ago, maybe less than a year, I picked up on the 360 digital-wise. It is not the best in the series for this one. It is a continuation from the one before it. I do think EA messed up on this a bit. I think they could have did a lot better, especially when you play the other one. And if you're like me, when you've seen Cross start chasing you down after you jump the bridge from Need for Speed Most Wanted, and he was chasing you again, you really want to have him back in the game, but they took him out. But it is Need for Speed Carbon. Still a good game, but I feel they should have left Cross in here chasing you down. The Cross character for the cop, he was awesome in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now, like I said, I bought this just recently on the 360 on their digital store. I believe it was actually on sale for like either $4.99 or something like that. That's why I finally bought it, because I have the PC version of it. So I didn't really need the Xbox one. But this one, I actually do enjoy quite a lot. It's not as good as Most Wanted, but it's at least decent still. This next one. Now, he had a hint book up there for Phantasy Star 3 that I do want to get my hands on. When I went up there, that was not what the main goal was. What's in my hand right now was the main goal. Now, I have this game digital also. I did not realize the one he had sitting in his store was new and sealed. And yes, I am going to break it open. I haven't made up my mind yet if I'm going to give this one over to my son or if I'm just going to hang on to it, because I do want my son, or sons, because my other son also has the Xbox. I want them to have these games, but I also want to have it as a backup if they ever delist the game and they take the game off completely and you can't play it anymore. So that is, it's a launch title, Forza Motorsports 5. This is the Game of the Year edition. I don't know what it says fully underneath here. I know it says something about includes the 10-car Top Gear pack. I believe underneath the thing it says it includes all of the DLC. I'm hoping it's on the disc, because I don't know if I had all the DLC. That's the only reason why I'm not sure if I'm going to hand it over to my son or not, because if it's on the disc and it loads it into my game, I'm good. If it's a code, it might not even work anymore because of how old the game is and everything was delisted. So we'll find out, because I will be opening this up later and checking it out. The video gameplay footage you're seeing here is of my version of Game Digital running off the Xbox Series X. Yeah, running off the Xbox Series X. I have been concentrating hard on this game, trying to beat it finally, completely. Game seems longer than it should be, but just one playing. I almost bought a second Forza game he had sitting there. That game's getting a little expensive for disc only. But, you know, I almost bought the next one I'm going to show. It's going to be popping up here in just a second. It is Forza Motorsports 7. What's odd is it is a game I didn't think I really liked too much until I realized how far I was in the game. You're going to see a thing here because I have to select the new racing series because I just beat one of the other ones. I've almost done every single race in this game. So evidently I like the game more than my brain's been telling me. My brain's been telling me, oh, it's not that great of a game, but I've been playing the hell out of it for quite a while. I think there's an achievement in the game for like doing over 500 laps in multiplayer. I'm at 98% or something like that in it. So I've been playing that online a lot too, apparently. For a game that I tell myself, I don't really like this one so much. That's a frickin' lie, isn't it? Alright. Oh, the last game. This game was well over $2,000. It was insane. It was well worth it. Yes, I said I was never going to spend that much on a game. If my wife hears that, she is going to beat me because of all the bills I did not want to pay to buy this game. Plus, I wasn't even thinking he was going to have it. I was going to come home, pay bills. I went, oh, no, I got to have this most expensive, perfect PS1 game ever. You're going to flip out. If you find this game in a while for really cheap, you need to buy it. Get this game. Do not pass this game up. I don't know if you guys are going to be ready to see this one. Most people don't even realize on a PS1 this game is this expensive. But here it is. It is. Boing, 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 boing. The wonderful thing about Tigger's is Tigger's the wonderful thing. Oh, yeah. Had you guys going there for a minute, didn't I? You thought I bought a game that was like $2,000. It was $9. And yes, when we were looking over something, I had a certain price that I had set that I was going in there to buy games with. I still had about $10 left over. Tony, this was one of the other new trade-ins that was coming. So me and Tony were kind of flipping on through it. He stopped on this one, said, "Let me guess." I'm like, "Yep, you got it. We're getting Tigger." Yep. You gotta have Tigger, man. You gotta have Tigger hunting for some honey for Pooh. Oh, man. So at the time we're recording this, I haven't tried it yet. But when I looked at the back, the graphics actually look really, really good. I am just a sucker for weird games like this sometimes. So I had to. There was no choice. The most expensive game on the PS1. Tigger's Honey Hunt. All right, everybody. That is it for right now. That is it for this week. I am going to come up with a couple other video ideas to kind of try getting some new content going. Right now it is kind of hard, especially since I had to put a pause on the video game monthly subscription boxes. I kept one of them yet for the time being, which that video just went live recently. But I had to put a kibosh on those because I do have other things I need to work on. Like I said, I have to work on my car. I have to get that repaired and up and running. Got to get the fender. Actually, it's the fender that's coming. I have to get the bumper and a new hood yet. But yeah, all that stuff is what I'm working on. So maybe once I get those done, I might do video games monthly again. I haven't made up my mind fully yet because that's more money going out each month for that compared to when I can buy stuff like this. But stay tuned. I will try to do more of these videos for Tony like this with showing off games that he's got in and all that so that you guys can see what's coming up. I'll have the link to his Facebook page in the videos. Check it out. That way you can see the stuff better. If you're in the Wisconsin area and you're close enough to get to one of his 2 stores, you can easily ask him, if you see a game on there that you want, let's say you're closer to West Bend than Fond du Lac out here, you can ask Tony if he can send the game down to his wife. She's the one that runs the West Bend store. If you get down there, you definitely got to say hi to her. So, I rambled on too long. Alright guys, stay tuned for some other new videos that I'm going to be working on. Some what I'm going to call talking head videos where I will talk about stuff like the digital age and stuff like that and what I think. But other than that, this video's gone on long enough. This was the first one of this idea. They will get shorter as I go. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the video next week.